Hello, I'm being frank with you. Sunday morning. Behind me, the cherry tree. I'm sorry the image was not very good last night. I always know in the dark that this phone is not good enough to pick up, to make a good image. But the tree looked pretty good. I was quite pleased. I dragged my wife out later on to let her see it. It's quite cold last night, so she wasn't happy about that. But she liked the tree and she said maybe we get more of these lights and put them on a tree on the other side. The only problem with that idea is we don't have a tree on the other side of the garden. Well, not one like this anyway. So I think maybe if we get more lights, it's just going to be spread over bushes, which is not quite the same as having it circled around the branches of this tree. So I was pleased with the way that worked out. And hopefully it will charge up during the day and will be automatically on during the hours of darkness from now on. I let you see that. Well, I say I let you see that, but as you know, the image is not going to be great. But I'll tell you that it works, or if it doesn't. Right now we're trying to load up the car and get out because my wife's brother does guided walks of buildings in Glasgow, so we're actually going to the other side of the city and hopefully we'll get there in time to start off with the walk, because if we don't get there at the beginning of the walk, we'll not know how to find him. He's one of these people who doesn't have a mobile phone. You know, he doesn't like motor vehicles, buses, mobile phones. He walks everywhere and doesn't really use the telephone very much. There are still people like that out there. Me, I like technology.
We had a barbecue in Saint-Tropez in May with some friends drinking booze, getting all loose. We drove the cars to the beach on the outside of the street, sat around a bonfire, eating marshmallows all night. We were young at the time, I know it, but you were so damn fine, couldn't get you on my mind. We were young at the time, I know it, but I wanted something more than you. Cause you wanna be free for the summer, free for the summer, free for the sun. You wanna be free for the summer, free for the summer, free for the summer.
So we're having lunch at this place called the West on the Corner. It actually is very nice inside. I know the outside does not look like much. And directly opposite, on the opposite corner of the junction, there is this guy who is a bit of a Glasgow hero. I say a hero, it's from a long time ago, maybe 40 years ago. And he's called Lobey Dosser, as in somebody who sleeps in the reception of a building, a Lobey Dosser. And the cartoon series was in the newspapers, as I say, a long time ago. But the identifiable thing here is that the horse has only 2 legs. So that is Lobey Dosser, and his horse is called Sancho Panjas, something like that. No, I got that wrong. His name is, the horse is called El Fideldo. So I don't know where I get the name of Sancho Panjas from. That must be something else. And then again, directly across the street, there's this church. I don't know what religion it is. Oh, it says Free Presbyterian Church of Scotland. But look at the height of that tower. And for what? This is another of the open days called Timorous Beasties. It's a place that makes wallpaper. And this is the sort of things that they produce. They're really quite wild and extreme. Very bright. I mean, look at these for cushions. If you look at the detail that's in these things.
We met again later this summer at the beach in Saint-Tropez.
I guess the wires are so that you don't sit on it.
Hey, I was with my friends, you were by yourself. You came to hang out with me when the summer reaches end. Then I'm worth your time.
I want to include this little chair. I think it's maybe a dining room chair. But I mean, look at it, for goodness sake. I'm going to be sitting on a bumblebee.
But I had enough playing this game with yours. We were young at the time, I know it, but you were so damn fine, couldn't get you on my mind. We were young at the time, I know it, but I wanted something more than you.
was a more interesting Sunday than usual. Glasgow every year has this doors open week, and Saturdays and Sundays are the big days where they have more open doors than any other time. What do I mean by open doors? It just means that buildings that you very often don't get into are open during this time, and they let you go in, and sometimes there are guided tours with stories, explanations of the origins of the building or the architect or like that. I'll show you the brochure. As you see, it says the city is yours to explore, and certainly there are some great places that you can explore which take you back in history, show you all sorts of different buildings that you don't normally see. As usual, we are not very well planned for this and a bit slow of getting out of the house, so we saw the mosque. It was either going to be the mosque or the Sikh temple, but we chose the mosque, and they gave us a bit of history of Islam and told us about the 5 pillars of Islam. And then after that we were going to see a tenement house. It's like an apartment block, like a New York brownstone, and this is one where all the insides have already been replaced with old furniture and old fittings. Unfortunately, the guided tour there was at 3 o'clock, and when we arrived there were 60 people waiting to go on a tour, and they only let 20 people go at any one time. So we had some lunch, and then after that we went to a place where they make very highly designed wallpapers and fabrics, and again we were a bit late there. They were closing at 4 and we arrived at 5 to 4, so we didn't really see as much as we could have done if we had been better planned. And I know every year we say the same thing, next year we'll do it better, but the next year we usually just get to see one thing, but it's one thing more than we saw during the year, so I suppose it is a bonus. My son has been out doing drone footage of the cherry tree that we covered in lights. I don't know if he'll drop that into my vlog or he's keeping it for his own. Apart from that, I think we're just on to chicken dinner and then some things during the evening, and then get to bed ready for the start of the next week. I hope your weekend has been good to you, and so bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.